Hello friends, welcome to the video. If you have been suffering from different types of disease and you have been taking treatment for all your diseases, taking so much medicines, but still you don't find any cure for your diseases. Still your condition is worsening day by day, your medication is increasing day by day, your treatment is going on day by day, still you are not getting respite from your diseases. If you are such a person, or you are a healthy person, if you don't want to get any disease, you want to remain healthy, then this video will address all your issues. If you watch this full video, I'll assure you that you know the cause of the diseases, you know how to come out of your diseases, and you become your own doctor. And you know how you get diseases, and you also know how to get rid of all your diseases. That too without any medicines, with simple lifestyle changes, you can come out of all your diseases. And that is the beauty of Agni Vidya or fire therapy. Actually, I had been suffering from so many diseases for almost 20 years. And during that time, I met hundreds of doctors, took lots of medicines. I never met any allopathic doctor, but instead of that, I met only Ayurveda, Siddha, Homeo, Unani, and naturopathy doctors. They gave me so many medicines and I continued my treatment for many years. But I didn't find any relief from their treatment. And it went on for many years. After that, I decided I should try to study ancient wisdoms of India like Ayurveda, Siddha, naturopathy, and all those things. So I try to read and understand all the books that is related to health, especially Ayurveda. Then I started applying some principles of Ayurveda and slowly I started coming out of my diseases. It was a long research, almost 35 years of research, and the outcome is this video. You may find this video is all about less than 2 hours, but the work went behind this video is almost 35 years. So you know the value of this video. And after watching this video, after listening and trying to understand what is being said on this video, and if you find that if it is some value to you and if it makes some sense to you, then you should try to share it with your relatives as well as friends so that they also get benefited out of this treatment. And if you have any diseases, then try to continue the lifestyle changes mentioned in this video for almost 48 days, and after that you'll get a lot of relief, then continue throughout your life. By watching and understanding the contents of this video, you will become your own doctor, and you can also cure all your diseases by using the methods and the lifestyle changes mentioned in this video. You must also understand that no outside doctors and medicines can cure your problems. We have one doctor within our body. So you can call it vital force or your digestive fire, or you can call nature, or you can call it even God. That depends upon you. All our diseases are cured by this doctor only, and that doctor is within us. For example, you got a fracture and you went to doctor. Doctor bandaged that hand or legs, then send you back. Who joined that fractured bone? It's your innate curing capacity that has joined the broken bone. Same way, you have contracted some diseases on some organs in your body. Then you approached the doctor and the doctor gave you some medicines. You ate it. It is your body's healing mechanism that is responsible to take these medicines to the affected part and brings a cure. You are not doing anything, you are just popping up some pills and the pills get digested. Then this medicinal properties of the pills are carried to that organs and it get cured. So the real doctor is within you. Your body has got some healing mechanism Whenever the equilibrium goes out of balance, it try to bring up that equilibrium back to your body and you become healthy again. So that is the role of the nature for preserving your health. You can see the innate ability to cure all the diseases of our body by looking into the nature. You can see the birds as well as animals. Once they are sick, they will try to cure it by themselves. For example, you can watch your dogs or cats. When they are having some diseases, they just simply fast and lay down basking the sunlight and eating some grasses and vomiting some phlegm out of their body, and after 2 3 days they get cured and come back to their natural state. No one taught them the healing science, but it is known to them by the power of nature. That is why these animals and birds don't have any hospital, no medicines, no doctors, but they are healthy. They don't have any BP, pressure, hypertension, heart attack, or anything. Only the birds as well as animals associated with the men suffer from these diseases because of their food as well as lifestyle. Apart from that, all other animals and birds living in the nature or in the forest, they are always healthy. When naturally their end comes, they stop eating for 1 or 2 days, then they are dead. But human beings, they are sick most of their time because of their not understanding the rules of nature. Now let us see what are the causes of diseases as well as health. You know that when you take your food, then your food goes into the stomach, then the digestive juice is secreted in the stomach and it get digested. In Ayurveda, the digestive juice is called Jadaragni or fire in the belly. The concept of Jadaragni or fire in the belly or the Agni in Hindi is very important in Ayurveda. Ayurveda says that your life, your complexion, your health, and your happiness, everything depends upon the fire, digestive fire or Agni in your belly. When the digestive fire is completely exhausted in your body, you are dead. Shandau Agni Mriyade. That is the words in Sanskrit. That means when your digestive fire is gone, you are dead. When this digestive fire get disturbed, then you get sick. For example, the more this digestive fire, then also you become sick. The less the digestive fire, then also become sick. When we eat the food, it is the duty of this digestive fire to break it down and cook it properly for the maintenance of our health. You can take the example of a wood stove. In that stove, you insert some woods, then light it. You are trying to bake some cake on the pan. If the fire is very less, like a candlelight, then the cake never get cooked. And the fire is over fire, then the cake get burned. Both ways you can't use that cake. Same way, whatever the food we eat, if our body want to use that food, then it should be properly cooked in the digestive fire. And if the fire is less in your body, then the food will not be properly digested. And if the fire is more, then also the food is not properly digested. And due to that, we are unable to use that food. We should also understand there are 13 types of fire in a human body. 5 elemental fire, that means the 5 Mahabhutas of the universe, like earth, water, fire, air, and space. So our bodies consist of these 5 elements or Panchabhuta, and this Panchabhuta has got its own fire. Then we have got 7 tissues like Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Meda, Asti, Majja, and Shukla. So these are the 7 tissue. And this seven tissue has also got its own fire, that is called Dhadvagni. And we have got one digestive fire or Jadragni. So total we have got 13 Agnis or fire. The 5 elemental fire as well as this 7 tissue fire depends on this Jadragni or digestive fire. When the digestive fire is in good condition, then it promote all the elemental fire as well as the 7 tissue fire. So when the digestive fire is in good condition, then whatever food we are eating, it breaks down and it is properly cooked in the digestive fire. Then the first outcome of this cooked food is called rasa or nutritious substance. Then this rasa or nutritious substance is cooked in its own fire and converted into rakta or blood. And this blood cook its own fire and convert into flesh or mamsa. Mamsa cooked in own fire converted into meda or fatty tissues. This meda cooked in its own fire and converted into bone tissues. And this bone tissue cooked it in its own fire and converted into bone marrow or majja. Majja get cooked in its own fire and converted into semen or shukla. And these 7 tissues promote our health. Healthy tissues promote our health. When the digestive fire is in good condition, then only all this transformation takes place. In case our digestive fire is not working, or if we are not having that appetite that we experienced at the age of 10 or 15 years, then what is happening? When we are taking the food is not cooked. Due to that, a toxic substance named ama is produced. Ama is the Ayurvedic name of the toxins. So you can say that instead of ama, you can say it is toxins. So the toxin is produced. This toxin is due to the undigested food. It's sticky in nature. So what happens? This ama spread in your body and get attached to all the cellular tissues as well as organs in your body. For example, if this ama is struck in heart, then we call it heart block. You can see the clogged arteries and this clogging is called ama. Same way, if this ama or the toxin is deposited in the kidney, we call it kidney stone. If it is in the eyes, we call it cataract. And if it is in the liver, then we call it liver cirrhosis. So the cause of disease is only one, that is the undigested food or the ama is get deposited in our body and causing all your diseases. If it is properly digested, then the rasa, rakta and all other tissue will be formed and you will be healthy person, because it is not a toxin, it is useful for the body because it is properly digested. There is also 3 more humors in our body, that is called vada, pitta and kapha. The vada means the air. You can see the qualities of air in vada. The vada is responsible for the elimination of all the waste in our body, like stools as well as urine. Then the second one is pitta or the fire. It is responsible for digestion as well as transformations of all our food as well as tissues. The third one is kapha or water. It is giving strength and shape to our body. When these 3 doshas or humors get disturbed, then also we get diseases. When these 3 doshas get disturbed, they also affect the digestive fire, and due to the disturbance of digestive fire, we get diseases. Now take the example of some medicines that you are taking. For example, you are having some heart problems and you are taking some Ayurveda or Unani medicines or Siddha medicines or whatever medicine you are taking. First and most important thing is that the medicines get digested, then only these medicines will be used by the body. And if it is not getting digested, it will be eliminated from the body. So that is why there are so many people who are taking medicines for the body, but the medicine is not effective for bringing a cure to their diseases because it is not getting digested. Because the digestive fire is very less, the medicine pass through the body without getting digested, so the body can't use it. So the digestive fire is very important for converting our food into our body and for maintenance of our health. And at the same time, this digestive fire is also responsible for transforming the medicines that is useful for our body. So by now there is only one diseases in our body. When the digestive fire is less, then the food is converted into ama or toxins, and it is the root cause of all our illness. So there is the only one cause, and the treatment is also simple one thing: remove this ama or the toxins from the body, keep the digestive fire intact. So this fire therapy or Agni Vidya is all about keeping our digestive fire intact by changing our lifestyle. And these wisdoms are taken from the Ayurveda as well as Siddha system of medicines that is prevailing in India. In Ayurveda as well as in Siddha, there are certain lifestyle that we should follow for preserving our health. It is called Swastha Vritta in Ayurveda. If we are following these principles in our daily life, we will never get diseases. When we become old and we are about to die, this digestive fire will vanish from our body. We will not have any appetite. The digestive fire is gone. Then we are going to die. Then no doctors and no medicines and no hospital can revive us because we are going to die. The digestive fire is not working. So the medicines as well as treatment will never work in our body. So there is no use of hospitalization and all the treatment and medicines that is being given to a patient who is going to expire. And so for a dying person, no treatment can work, and no doctors can revive him, and no medicine can save him, and no hospital can give him life. Why? Because the fire in the belly is already extinguished. There is no fire in the body. So that is why the Ayurveda says that Shandav Agni Mriyate. That means when your digestive fire is extinguished, then you are no more. And in this treatment, there is no medicines, only your lifestyle changes, some changes in your food habit, as well as some changes in your mental as well as physical activities. By doing all these corrections, your digestive fire again come back and you get cured of all your diseases. There is one system of medicines in the Tamil Nadu state of Kerala, and that is called the Siddha system of medicines. And there were 18 Siddhas, and they have written so many books regarding Siddha medicines. They can cure 4,448 diseases, and all the treatment and as all the medicines are mentioned in this book. Apart from those 18 Siddhas, there are some other Siddhas also lived in the Tamil Nadu. And one such Siddha was Thiruvalluvar, and he has written a book named Thirukural in Tamil. In this book, there are so many chapters regarding your physical as well as mental health. But when it comes to medicines, in the chapter 95, he has mentioned 10 points regarding medicines. But no medicine is mentioned in that 10 points. So let us see his suggestion for preserving our health. First, he says that when our Vada, Pitta and Kapha is more or less, then the disease will come. When they are in balance, there is no disease. Then he says that whatever we have eaten before, when it is getting digested, and after that we feel again hunger, then we should take the food up at appropriate quantity. Then he says, when we understand that the previously eaten food is digested, then we should take the food as per our appetite. It should not be more, it should not be less. Then our lifespan will increase. Then he says that when the previous meal is completely digested, then there is hunger, then we should eat the food that is suitable for us. We should try to eat as per our body constitution. Then he says that if we eat suitable amount, then we will live long. But if we eat more than our digestive capacities, then we'll be sick forever. If we eat without considering the digestive fire, then if we eat full, then we'll be sick throughout your life. All other siddhas, they talked about so many medicines as well as treatment for all these diseases. But he never talked about any medicines. He told that the hunger is the medicines. If you're hungry, then whatever you eat, it become digested and become seven tissues and it nurture your body. But if your food is not getting digested, then it will convert into poisons and it will kill you. That is what his definition of medicines. So he gave us a therapy without medicines. So by now you understood one thing. When the digestive fire is in good condition, then the food get digested and it convert into nutrients and it is utilized by the body. Same way, whatever medicines that we are taking, the digestive fire convert into useful items and it cure the diseases. If the digestive fire is less and is not able to digest food as well as medicines, then the medicine is not used by the body and the food is converted into ama or the toxins. It creates all the problems. So now you know the cause of the diseases and how to cure the diseases. Now one more thing that we have to consider, when the digestive fire is more, then also it is a disease. For example, if you want to bake something and there is a lot of fire, the cake will get burned. It can't be utilized by our body. And if the fire is too less, the cake is not at all cooked and due to that also it is not useful for the body. But if the fire is in good condition and in controlled fire, balanced fire, then the cake will get cooked and it can be utilized by our body. There are many other causes for the diseases also. For example, the seasonal changes can bring the diseases, and our mental thoughts can bring the diseases, and our action can brings the diseases. And the Ayurveda and Siddha is a holistic treatment system. It consider the human body as well as the mind and the soul into consideration and it treat holistically. And people says that the Ayurveda and Siddha are outdated because it is 5000 year old. No new research is taking place. But we should understand one thing. It is a complete science. After 10,000 years also, if you do research, then this 5 element will be there because our body is made of these 5 elements and the outside world is made of these 5 elements. After 10,000 years also, if you doing the research, you will get the same result. And there are 7 tissues in our body. There are 3 humors in our body. So all are same. And if you keep on researching on different medicines of Ayurveda and Siddha, you'll never get a single medicine that is poisonous for our body. But modern medicine is an evolving medicines and it consider only body as well as body. It never take into the mind as well as other factors into considerations. So it makes some chemical drugs and do 4-phase trial on animals as well as men. And after doing all these trials, they bring out these medicines. And when the medicine is in the market, people use it. And after some years, they get so many side effects. Then the medicine is getting banned. But in Ayurveda and Siddha, you'll never see any medicines getting banned. It is a complete science and it will never change. After 10,000 years also it will never change because the ultimate science. But modern medical science is not complete, so it needs a lot of research. As of now, the modern science doesn't offer a cure for your diseases. For example, you have got BP or sugar. Then you have to take lifelong medications because they say it is only controlled, we can't cure. But in Ayurveda and Siddha, they have complete cure for our diseases. So now let us see how can we bring our digestive fire into balance or Jadragni into balance. There are 30 points, and if you Follow all these 30 points in your life, your digestive fire will be in balance and you will come out of all your diseases. And if you're a healthy person, you will never get any diseases. So let us see these 30 points. First point is waking up in the morning or Brahma Muhurta. That is around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning. You should wake up at this time. Why we should wake up? There is a science behind that. Ayurveda says that when you wake up at Brahma Muhurta, all the three humors in your body will be in balance. For example, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, it will be in balance. And moreover, there are so many waste material in your body that is to be eliminated from your body for your better health. So, as per Ayurvedic science, the morning 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. is the period for Vata. It is the duty of the Vata to expel all the waste from your body, like your stool as well as urine, etc. So, when you wake up during Brahma Muhurta, your Vata will be very strong and prominent, so it can do its duty properly, and all your waste material will go out of your body and you will be healthy. Consider the example of a wood stove. When the fire is burning, you put some ashes in the fire, then the fire will extinguish. Same way, there are fire in your body or in your belly, and there are so much waste in our body, the fire will not burn properly because of this waste material. What happens if you wake up after 6 a.m.? As per Ayurveda, the time from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the period for Kapha. And the quality of Kapha is binding. So it will bind up all the stool as well as urine within your body, and the result will be constipation. And constipation is the root cause of all your diseases. Ayurveda says that ajirna or not digesting food is the root cause of all your diseases, and you should cure the ajirna completely to remain healthy. Second point is exercise. You can see all the animals and birds, for searching for food, they keep on walking or keep on flying, and they will getting sufficient exercise. You can see a monkey, it never sits still, it keeps on moving. And you can also see birds, they will be keep on moving for search of food, and they get sufficient exercise and the digestive fire is in good conditions. But we human being, we try to sit in one place and we try to eat. Just remember one example. If we are rubbing with our two fingers, then the heat is generated in the hand. The rubbing generates the heat. Same way, when we are doing exercises, all the cells in our body is rubbed against each other and the heat is produced in our body, and this heat is also promoting our digestive fire. You know that when you work hard and when you sweat a lot of sweat, then you'll find that your appetite is in good condition because your digestive fire is increasing. You can also see this example in a wood stove. When you blow air into the wood stove, it will ignite the fire. So when we do lot of exercise, our breathing will be more and the digestive fire will be more. So the exercise is very much important for our health as well as keeping our digestive fire intact. Third thing is that we should not use any chemicals for cleaning our mouth as well as our body. In the morning, we try to use some chemical paste as well as shampoo as well as soap, etc. When we keep some paste or chemicals in our body, naturally the body will absorb all these things. You can see that if you keep tobacco in your mouth, the effect of tobacco will be felt all over your body. Same way, if you are brushing with chemicals, these chemicals will spread all over your body. Same way, if you are applying some chemical soaps in your body, it will get absorbed into your body. So these chemicals are not good for our body. So try to use organic things without any chemicals. There is a simple suggestion. Whatever we cannot eat, We should not put it in our mouth or body. The fourth point is try to become vegetarian. Don't use non-vegetarian. Modern science is also saying that if you are vegetarian, your diseases will be less. But if you are non-vegetarian, your diseases will be more. We can see it by a simple example. You just throw some potatoes or tomatoes on the ground and let it stay there for few days. You will find that they are naturally dissolved into soil. No worms or no bad smell will be there. But if you throw some chicken or fish, then within few days there will be lot of bad smell there. There will be lot of worms around the meat. So in the same way, if you are taking vegetarian food and if it is not properly digested, then not so much harm is done to your body. But if you are eating non-veg and if it is not getting totally digested, then all the bad result will be there. There will be lot of worms and lot of microbes within your body and will cause all the diseases. In nature, you can see all the birds and animals never uses fire to cook its food. It eat naturally, whatever it gets by the nature, and whatever it feels to eat, it eat and become healthy. But we human being, we try to use fire to cook all the food. By cooking only we can eat meat as well as fish. In its natural state we will not be able to eat. So the God never created this non-veg for us. We are naturally vegetarians because that's only we can eat without fire. Rather we can say that we are fruitarian as well as vegetarians. Fifth point, try to chew your food 32 times. More you chew the food and it breaks down to smaller particles and it is easy to get digested. You can see the example in a wood stove. If you cut one wood into smaller pieces and put it into the stove, then it will burn easily. But if you put some very big wooden log into the stove, then it will not get burned. It will be half burned. So same way, if you chew 32 times every morsel of your food, it will be easily digested and there will be no problem for your body. Sixth point, whenever you are thirsty, then only you should drink the water. Whenever you are hungry, then only you should eat your food. People say that you have to drink daily 4 to 5 liters of water. It's all pseudoscience. Ayurveda says that the more if you drink the water, then there will be lot of diseases. Example is when you pour some water in the fire will get extinguished. So if you drink more water, your digestive fire will be less, and due to that your food will not get properly digested and the result will be ama or the toxins. In Ayurveda there is a saying is that Lankhanam Paramaushadam. That means if you fast, then it is a good medicines. There are 10 type of Lankhana and one of it is that tolerating the thirst. When we are thirsty, we have to wait for few hours before drinking the water. Then our body will be light. Same way, we are not eating food as per our appetite. When we are young, for example 10 or 15-year-old, we are having strong appetite and whatever we eat it get digested and we engage in lot of physical activities, and due to that there will be lot of exercise and our food is getting digested properly. But when we become old, then we eat as per time. We don't eat as per our digestive capacity or hunger. So that is the reason for getting all the diseases. You might be telling that why I am not addressing bacteria as well as virus theory. You see, in the nature, the birds as well as animals live without the fear of virus as well as bacteria. When our body is having strong digestive fire, then it can digest and no bacteria and virus can stay alive in our body. When our digestive fire is less, then the ama get produced, and in this ama so many viruses and bacteria can thrive. Just take an example of your home. If you keep one room in your home without cleaning, uh, put all the waste material in that room, within few days there will be a lot of flies as well as worms in the rooms. The treatment is very simple. You clean that room and keep it tidy. There will be no bacteria and virus. Same way, there is ama or toxins in our bodies. There can be a lot of virus as well as bacteria in our body. And when these toxins are removed from the body, then no bacteria as well as virus. So the root cause of all the diseases are toxins, not the bacteria as well as virus. The bacteria and virus comes later on, but the cause is these toxins. So that is the view of the naturopathy as well as Ayurveda. When we expel all the toxins out of your body, no bacteria and virus can attack you and make you sick. Seventh point, always try to eat fresh food as well as hot food. We should try to eat within 3 hours of cooking. That is the yogic point of view. You also try to eat lukewarm food so that it helps your digestive fire to get digested. But if you eat cold food, then it will not get digested and convert it into toxins and creates all the problems. Now, instead of ama, I will tell only toxins. Think about some processed food as well as packed food. It might have cooked week or month before, then came to you much later. It is laden with all the preservatives to keep it fresh. Then if you eat such kind of food, you'll get all type of sickness. So try to avoid all this processed and packed food. Try to eat fresh food as well as lukewarm food. Lukewarm food always ignite the digestive fire within your body and it helps to digest the food properly. Eighth point, the Siddha system of medicines ask you to take certain spices to keep the three humors in balance, Vata, Pitta and Kapha in balance. And these spices you should try to use it daily. These spices are black pepper, turmeric, cumin seeds, asafoetida, dry ginger, cardamom, fenugreek as well as garlic. And if you are using these spices in your daily diet, then your tridosha will be in balance. Black pepper and turmeric and cumins, you can use it in your sabjis. And asafoetida also can be used. Dried ginger you can boil in water and you can take it. And cardamom you can make green tea and take it. Fenugreek you can add in the food. Garlic you can take raw along with the food or you can add it in your vegetables. You can see all these spices have got fire element within it and it help our digestive fire. Ninth point, the Ayurveda and Siddha says that you never sleep in the afternoon. If you sleep in the afternoon, all your humors will get disturbed and you'll get all sorts of disease. Your digestive fire will be less and will create all sorts of problems. So you should never sleep in the afternoon. But sleep is permitted for certain people. For example, babies, old people, people who worked hard in the daytime, they can sleep in the daytime. But normal people should never sleep in the daytime. If you sleep in the daytime, then you'll have all sorts of sickness. Same way, they also says that you should never wake up in the night. If you wake up in the night also, you'll get all type of sickness. So sleep only during night. Daytime never sleep. 10th point. Ayurveda and Siddha says that our digestive power is directly connected to the sun. The digestive fire will start in the morning and it will be at its peak during afternoon and it will be less in the evening and the night there will be no digestive fire. So if you eat in the night, you will get all type of sickness. So Ayurveda and Siddha advises us never to eat in the night. You can see the Buddhists never eat after 12 pm. They says that it is not suitable for their good health. Same way, the Jain people also stop eating during sunset. After sunset, they never eat. So they have long life and healthy life. 11th point. Ayurveda says that you have to take daily oil bath. And the Siddha says that once in 4 days you have to take oil bath, or weekly twice you have to take oil bath. You know that if you put oil in the fire will be burning more vigorously. Same way, if you are applying oil in our body, then the digestive fire will be more. In India, there is a tradition that when we purchase mud pot, then we apply oil in the mud pot and keep it in the sunlight for 2 or 3 days. Then the mud pot will be very strong. Same way, if you are applying oil in old wood, then it also will get strengthened. In the same way, if you apply oil in our body will be strengthened. Moreover, it will loosens all the toxic material in our body, and when we do exercise, this loosened toxic materials will come into our stomach and get out of our body. If you are not able to apply oil throughout your body, at least try to apply it on the head as well as ear as well as feet. These 3 places are important as per Ayurvedic system of view. Point number 12. The Siddha medicine says that whenever you are eating food, you should never drink cold water in between. In Ayurveda, it says that Bhojanande Vishamvari. That means after food, if you immediately drink water, then it will act as a poison. Siddha system says that after the food, you can take little bit of hot water and it will be beneficial in digesting the food. But you should not take more, you should take very less quantity of hot water. In Ayurveda, there is a system of anupana, or taking liquid between the food. So try to take little amount of hot water while eating the food. It helps to digest the food, but the amount should be very less. The fire element in the hot water helps to boost the fire in the digestive fire. So it automatically helps to digest the food. Moreover, the hot water has got the tendency to dissolve the toxins in our bodies. In Ayurveda, it says that it is ama pachana. That means digesting the toxins in our body. That is the quality of hot water. Point number 13. There are 14 impulses within our body and we should never try to suppress them. So the bodily impulses like evacuation and urination should never stop. If you try to stop them, then they will create a lot of diseases. Imagine the example of a wood stove. It is burning, and if you are putting a lot of ashes in it, the fire will extinguish. Same way, if you are not evacuating the dirty materials within our body, it will soon extinguish the fire and it will cause all the diseases. And also, Ayurveda says that you should never stop your physical impulses, but you should always try to stop the mental impulses like anger, hatred, jealousy, etc. It is very good to stop all these mental impulses, otherwise, it will harm us. Point number 14. The Siddha system of medicines advises once in 6 months we should try to do emetic therapy or Vamana Chikitsa. Once in 4 months we should try to do purgative therapy or Virechana Chikitsa. Once in 45 days we should apply oil in our nostrils or nasya. Once in 4 days we have to take oil bath. Once in 3 days we should apply collyrium to eyes. There is another way of saying it: daily 2, weekly 2, monthly 2 and yearly 2. What is daily 2? Daily 2 means we should take 2 times a meal in a day. We should never take 3 meals a day. 3 meals are Western concept and it is causing all type of diseases. Weekly 2 means weekly we have to take 2 times oil bath. Monthly 2 means monthly 2 days we have to do fasting. Yearly 2 means yearly 2 times we have to take purgative medicines for expelling all the impurities from our stomach. This is purification therapy or Shodhana Chikitsa. If you are doing all these purification procedures, then no toxins can stay in our body. We'll be really healthy. 2 time meals are very important for preserving our health. One meal we should try to take around 10 to 12 am. We should not try to take morning meals. Instead of that, we can take our first meals between 11 to 12. Then the next meal should be before sunset. If you are doing a lot of physical labor, then you can have 3 meals a day, but the last meal should be before sunset. Point number 15. Every week we should try to observe one fast. This one day fast is good for expelling all the toxic material from our body. But at the same time, long fast is not good for our health. Again, consider the example of a wood stove. If we stop putting firewood in the stove, then slowly the fire will extinguish. So if we take long fast, then it is not good for our health. But if you are taking short fast, for example 1 day or 2 days, it is good for our health. Consider an example of a traffic road. If we want to repair the traffic road, then we should stop the vehicle movement. Then only we can repair the road. Same way, if we eat the food, first our body try to digest the food. It will stop all the repairing work. But when we stop the food, then when the food is digested, then the body will try to repair impaired functions of our body. Point number 16. There is also an order for taking food. We know the food consists of 6 tastes, and it is very important that we should include these 6 tastes in our daily food. That is called Shad Rasa or 6 tastes. So while taking food, there is a specific order for taking food. First, we should try to take all sweet items, then sour items, then salty items, then pungent item, then bitter items, then astringent items. This is the order of the taking food. So first, before starting our food, we should try to eat all the sweet food first. Then it will digest properly. But if we try to take the sweet at the last time, then it will not get digested. And there is one more sayings in Ayurveda, Ega Rasam Daurbalyam. That means if we try to take only one taste, for example, we take only bananas daily, then we'll become weakened because we are taking only one rasa or one taste, that is only sweet daily. Then we'll experience little bit of tiredness. We should try to include all the 6 tastes in our daily food. Point number 17. We should not overeat. Instead of that, we should take only half of our stomach capacity. Only half food should be taken. Then quarter part of watery material can be taken. Then the quarter part should be always empty. Then only good digestion will be there. We can consider the example of a wood stove. If you stuff all the firewoods in the wood stove, then it will not get ignited. Air circulation should be there for good combustion. Same way, for proper digestion, there should be air circulation within our body. So, before feeling full, we should stop eating. Point number 18. We should always try to sleep on our left side. When we sleep on the left side after food as well as in the night, then our right nostrils will be active and is called Pingala Nadi, and it is correspondent to sun. When this nadi is active, then heat will be produced in our body and will be helpful in the digestion of the food. While getting up in the morning, we should try to get up from the right side. Point number 19. We should try to avoid all packed food, refined salt, refined sugar, filtered water, etc. Adulterated water, etc. All packed food contains a lot of preservatives. Refined food doesn't have the natural qualities. The water, when it is filtered, it loses all its minerals. When the water is treated with chlorine, it becomes hydrochlorous acid. Refined sugar as well as refined salt, refined oil contains lot of chemicals. So always try to purchase fresh material from the farmers directly. 20. The fire used for cooking should be natural fire, either wooden fire or gas fire. Other fires are not natural. For example, induction cooker, microwave, these are all not natural fire. So it may have some harmful contents. Always wooden fire is preferred. Then the material for cooking your food, the vessels for cooking your food is also important. Never try to cook in plastic coated non-stick materials. Try to use mud pot. 21. There is a saying in naturopathy that don't check your disease but check your habit. For example, if you are having the habit of sleeping in the afternoon, you know that it is not good for your body. So if you are eating non-veg, you know that is not good for the body. So try to stop all these habits, then you will be healthy. But if you don't stop all these bad habits, then there is no use of checking your diseases. Point number 22. Always go for Ayush treatment, Ayurveda, Yoga, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy, etc. These treatments are wholesome treatment and is good for your body. It is good for curing all your diseases. But modern medicines never offer a cure. It only controls the disease, so you have to take the medicines continuously. Health is wealth. You also should try to learn the principles of naturopathy, one disease as well as one treatment. And if you learn naturopathy, you can become your own doctor and you can avoid unnecessary treatment at a hospital. And if you are not able to do that also, try to learn auto urine therapy. In Ayurveda, the urine is a perfect medicine. It says that the common properties of urine is that it balances all the three doshas, and so it can cure all your diseases. Remember, the most important wealth is your health. If you maintain your health, then everything is good. But if you are having disease, the wealth is of no use for you. 23. In Ayurveda, there are some other causes are also there for our diseases. For example, the seasons, the intellect, the five sense materials, as well as our actions are the cause of our diseases. Overintelligence, no intelligence, and contra intelligences will cause the diseases. And moreover, if you are having unwholesome thought, then also it will cause all the diseases. So Ayurveda says that the diseases originate from your mind. It is called a Prajnavarada. So there is a lot of importance for meditations. If you meditate, then you can control the mind. Then if you control the mind, all your diseases will get cured. In Ayurveda, there is some chapter for Sadvrta, that means good conduct. If your mental, vocal as well as physical contact is good, then you can live healthily without any diseases. 24. If you want to come out of all your diseases, then you should try to stop all the chemical drugs or modern drugs, because these are poisonous chemicals. So if you keep on taking all these poisonous medicines, your diseases will never get cured. So you should try to stop it slowly. Point number 25. There are lot of vital points or marma in our body Mind is one of the marmas. It is one of the most important marma. So you should always keep your mind healthy. Never put any negative thoughts in your mind. Always think that you are healthy and you are becoming healthy. Ayurveda says that the ajirna or indigestion should be cured as fast as possible, and completely it should be cured, because ajirnam sarvarogega karanam. If your food is not getting digested and if you are having indigestion, then this is the cause for all diseases. By now you might have come to know about it. Point number 26. Our educational system is making all our kids unhealthy, because by the age of 3 you take them to school in a bus, they are sitting, going to school they are playing a little bit, then all the time sitting. Then from the age of 5 to 15, for 10 years in your home they are sitting and studying, in the tuition center they are sitting and studying, going to school they are sitting in the bus, in the school they are sitting for 8 hours. As I have already told, the action, when it is ayoga or adiyoga or mithya yoga, causes all the diseases. That means you know that exercise is needed for our body. It is good for our body. But if we keep on doing exercise for 24 hours, it will cause diseases. That is called adiyoga. You do no exercise and always sitting, it is called ayoga. And if you do dangerous type of exercise, then it is called mithya yoga. You know that by sitting you are doing ayoga of the karma or action. That means you are not doing any physical exercise, you are sitting, always continuously sitting. So if you do such sitting daily for years together, you will become sick. Ayurveda says that we should never sit in a same posture for hours continuously. That means you should not keep on sitting, or should not keep on standing, or should not keep on lying. If you do it excessively, then it becomes the cause of your sickness. So the habit of our younger generation is already in a wrong mode. They are habitual of sitting, and they think that throughout their life they should not do any work, but instead of that they should sit and earn. So everyone tells their kids to become engineer or doctors. No one is telling their kids to become a farmer. But an engineer as well as doctor also needs food for their daily survival. This food is produced by farmers, but all people don't want their kids to become farmers. They want their kids to become engineers as well as doctors. If everyone is engineer as well as doctors, from where will we get our food? Moreover, you are wearing uniform during your school days. You are wearing pant, coat, shoes. These are not our traditional dresses. These are western dresses. When we wear the western dresses, our standards goes up and we never wanted to work in the field or do farming. We think that is a shame to us because we are so educated, so advanced. How can we do farming? So if everyone start thinking like that, and all the kids they are turning away from the farming, then a time will come there will be lot of food shortage, because no one do want to do the farming. Then there will be no food, and by continuously sitting everyone will become sick, because there is no activity. So the digestive fire is less, then whatever we eat it will never get digested, and it become toxic materials, and it causes all the troubles for us. The only solution is introduce farming in the education system. All students should do farming. They should be encouraged to do the farming. There should be a lot of physical work. If you are doing physical work, we will be healthy, our digestion will be good, then there will be no disease. Actually, the Western education is killing our farming system as well as Indian mode of living. It will directly affect our farming, and we will never have adequate food in the future. Point number 27. Ayurveda always advises us to take a piece of ginger as well as rock salt before taking food. It is good for our digestion. Point number 28. We should try to do meditation daily. As I have already told, our all bad mental thinking as well as vocal action as well as physical action is bringing diseases. If your mind is not in our control, then whatever we tell or do will be unwholesome. We'll kill, we'll do adultery, we'll steal, we'll take intoxicants, and it creates all the problems in the society. So we should try to control the mind by doing meditations. I've done a lot of meditation. I can suggest two meditation for you. First, start with the Vipassana meditations, one or two, then try to switch over to TWIM meditation, Triangle Wisdom Insight Meditation of Bande Vimala Ramsey or Samatha Vipassana Dhyanam. It is one complete meditations, so it will give good result. Point number 29. I think that the calorie theory as well as bacteria and virus theory is outdated. Why? Because we are getting a lot of doubt regarding this calorie theory as well as this bacteria as well as virus theory. For example, let us take the example of a cow. It eats only grass, and the grass doesn't have a lot of protein or fat or carbohydrate or anything. But after eating the grass, the cow produces wholesome milk. From where did the fat as well as protein as well as other nutrients came from? As per the calorie theory, the grass doesn't have any of this fat as well as proteins. So where did it come from? Second is bacteria and virus theory. You can see in the whole world except human being, no other animals or birds are interested in hygiene. Before eating anything, they don't wash it, they don't cook it, they eat as it is from the mud. You can see the habit of pigs. It eat only the dirtiest food and stay healthy. And all other animals take directly from the earth without washing or without taking bath or any type of personal hygiene. But they never become sick. They don't have BP or sugar or any other life-threatening diseases. So we should try to be rational thinkers and try to understand the real facts of nature, how these birds and animals are living without diseases, what are the conditions that leads to that. So like that we have to think. 30. All of you should try to become your own doctor. You should try to cure your own body because you only know what is the problem with you. Doctors never knows it because they don't know what you're doing at your home. Now you know the healthy habit as well as wrong habit, how diseases attacking you and how can you come out of that. All of that you know. Now you know what is fire therapy or Agni therapy. By using this, you can come out of all your diseases and keep your digestive fire in balance. If you like this video, please share this with your friends as well as relatives. May all of you be happy as well as healthy.